there are obviously different interpretations of what the second coming of Jesus means, some of which are like the awakening of Christ consciousness in every being or something that is empowering. But the version that is like uh, a savior will come back and just straighten us out because we can't straighten ourselves out. There's the Jesus version, there's the benevolent aliens version, there's the like ascension, fifth dimension version. Now there's the AI version, which is we can't imagine humans addressing any of this stuff. And there's also why we get despot leaders, right? Which is someone who sounds really confident. But typically, how confident someone sounds is inversely proportional to how good their thinking is. Because if their thinking is good, they're like, I don't know, as an answer to a lot of things that is honest. That person's safer and more trustworthy. Um, but the little kid part of us that did not really learn how to figure shit out on our own because we went to school and there was a right answer and we got praised when we got the right answer and we got punished when we didn't, is just looking for someone who has the right answer and for us to just be able to know what it was and do the right thing, not how to figure shit out. This school system is part of the system that is broken, which made people who don't know how to sit in the not knowing and fucking figure it out. And have trust, like, okay, I don't know a solution. That does not mean to go to hopelessness instantly. The possibility space of things that I don't know about yet is possibly infinite. It's vast. And no one who ever invented anything could do it based on the past precedent or because someone else told them how. They did it because they're like, I can tell that there is the possibility of a thing. Let me keep iterating till I get it. So I will say, since I don't have much time, I did start an organization that recognized that there were groups that worked on all of the military risks to World War III, and there were groups that looked at ecological risks, and there were groups that looked at risks of advanced technology like AI and biotech and nano. But there was no group that had integrated all of those. And I wanted to know, like, how much time do we have? What has to be addressed? So we made a group to comprehensively inventory every global catastrophic risk and all the pathways there. So um, I I don't not know how fucked up things are. I would think I'm, amongst the few who are most well informed on that. But I don't feel despair or doom because none of the problems require changing the laws of physics. Like none of them require warp drives or shit. They just require effective human coordination. And it's hard, but it's not impossible. Um, but one thing I will say is if you don't understand a problem in the why it's that way and the interconnections deeply enough, you'll come up with a solution to a subset of the problem that will fail. And so if you can't sit with the cognitive and emotional complexity and the lack of agency feeling of I don't know the answer yet and the problem seems overwhelming, you will never come to understand it well enough to get the design principles to solve it. So there is a commitment that says, I'm wanting to solve something, not to solve something. I'm wanting to serve something that is at risk or being harmed because I love it. And so I want to be with it fully. So I'm going to be with it fully.